Women of Reddit, what was your worst run-in with a creep?
This happened when I was a freshman in college. I was at the bus stop, with a bag of groceries in each hand, just minding my own business, waiting for the bus to go home. Then, an older man, must have been in his late 40s or early 50s, starts approaching me and saying really crude things. I should point out that I am barely over 5 feet tall. This man towered over me and was at least twice my weight. I ignore him, don't say a word, I don't even look in his direction. His comments start getting more explicit the closer he gets. I realize that the longer I stay quiet, the closer he's gonna get. And when he was about an arm length away, I decided to speak up. Now, what I wanted to do was explain that he was making me uncomfortable, and I would appreciate some space. But I must have been all out of patience because what actually came out was, "Can you back the fucks up away from me?" Oh, my God. This grown-ass man acted so outraged that I dared speak to him like that. He starts screaming about how I should respect my elders, how I have no manners, and he actually throws a bottle at me. He missed. He goes on for maybe another 5 minutes, berating me loudly until the bus arrives. Never went to that grocery store again after that encounter.
The most memorable was when I was sitting in my parents' front garden on the swing, reading. The way everything is laid out with the trees and whatnot, you can barely see the swing deck BBQ area from any perspective that's not from the front door. Very private spot. Anyway, I was just sitting there reading when I hear someone walking up. Assume it's a family member because how would it not be? Someone plops down on the swing next to me, throws an arm around me, and it's just some fucking guy. Says some stuff, tries to move closer, and proceeds to attempt to keep me from leaving when I get up. I GTFO of there, practically sprint back to the house and tell my dad what just happened, and that there's some asshole in our garden being completely gross at me. He just laughs and says, "Oh, that's just new across the street neighbor. Be nice." The fuck? Over the next couple years, Shithead would go on to make me and my older, only occasionally visiting sisters super uncomfortable any chance he got. Long stories. And his poor but large and angry dog was always loose in the neighborhood and murdering other people's pets. That motherfucker still makes my blood boil.
I unfortunately have a few stories, but this is one that tops the list. I'm a bartender, and one night I was serving 3 men who work at an Italian restaurant nearby. I was offered a job, which I politely declined. They were my last patrons. I closed out their tab, finished my side work, and had a busboy walk me to my car. As the busboy left in his own car, this black Porsche SUV blocks me in my spot. The window is rolled down, and I realize it's the owner of the Italian restaurant. He asks if I want to go home with him. I decline. He asks if the busboy was my boyfriend, and I lied and said yes. He scoffed and sped off. I hurry and leave to head home. As I pull into my parking spot at my house, I see the same SUV drive by. I woke up my neighbor, who was a military guy, and he said he'd keep an eye out. That night, I found the guy's name online, his Facebook profile, his business profile, his wife's profile, and his phone number. I took screenshots and sent them all to him, telling him not to harass me or I'll retaliate. I never heard from him again. Lesson learned. Always pay attention to your surroundings while driving home.